yes, Weird Al Yankovic to bring us back here to Dave & Buster's, a fitting song after our last trivia round that we had here on our Predator Player Show. Kevin Klein and Rich Clune have arrived. We're going to greet them here in just a moment. But we welcome you into Dave & Buster's once again. It's our show presented by Fifth Third Bank. The Predators are back in action tomorrow night against the Phoenix Coyotes, a 7 o'clock start. We will give away some tickets to next Thursday's game against Columbus coming up a little bit later in the show. But would everybody please welcome officially Kevin Klein and Rich Clune of the Nashville Predators. All right. Guys, welcome to the show. Glad you're here.
Good to be here. Definitely.
We were struggling without you. I'll just put that out there.
We had some good stuff, though.
We did some things on the fly. We gave away some tickets, which is always cool.
We had some very competitive trivia out there. But we did not ask the question. This was the one I was saving for later. But Rich Clune's stats in the breakaway department, in the penalty shot department. No, the shootout department back in his last year of juniors. Right, because that was stated on the air in one of our broadcasts.
Well,
4 for 4, correct?
4 for 4?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm surprised he let you put that out there, Willie. I thought, Rich, you were going to jump in and throw the stat out.
No, he knows. I know he knows. I just wanted to let him know that I knew because I was listening when he did it. But these guys are here. Of course, big game tomorrow night. And guys, obviously this is such a – I mean, for a fan, it's a fun part of the season because every night you're looking at the scores, you're watching games. I was watching games last night. Every night the standings jumble up and shuffle some, but this is what it's all about here. You guys right in the mix with a lot of teams chasing for those top 8 spots.
Yeah, it's playoff hockey, like we always say, the second half of the season, and we definitely went through that little slow period, and we've responded now. Luckily, we didn't put ourselves too far outside of playoff picture, and it's very tight. One or two games here or there. Luckily, we have one of the best schedules to finish the year with, and our fans have been pumping us up huge at home, which is always nice, and we've responded with 3 in a row.
And Rich, I mean, how are you sensing that with the crowds? I mean, every game so far this year has been a sellout. I'm sure it's going to continue this way with the drama picking up. Just your take on how the fans can liven up a team.
Oh yeah, they're awesome. As far as I don't exactly hear all the noise in the building, but I have people tell me that have been to the games that the fans are loud, which is nice because, in Canada, they're so snobbish and fickle. and it's just so hard to get them to make noise in here. It's just, I'm really grateful for how much they appreciate our hard work.
I've heard that before, Kevin. Do you think that's true?
A lot of suits. Yeah, a lot of suits. It's, in Canada, they're expensive, the seats, especially in the lower bowl. You go to Toronto, I think there's like a 20-year waiting list for season tickets. So you have those, the money buys them, and a lot of times you don't get you get people just coming after work on business ventures or whatever, trying to schmooze people.
People like my dad who...
Yeah, people like Cluner's dad.
They just go sit. They sit in the bar. They don't watch the game.
Yeah. You won't see people until like 5 minutes left in the first period in the lower bowl. They'll be in their little lounge area.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I
remember a couple years ago when I went to Vancouver, I was expecting that place to be, raucous. It's sold out. Every game is sold out. And it's when you guys were playing them that night. And quite honestly, I was disappointed that, when they score, they cheer. But other than that, it's pretty tame.
Yeah, nothing's better than the third period standing ovation from the Preds fans,
Yeah, we like that.
You know what's amazing, and I don't know, Willie, if we've ever charted, I'm sure somebody has charted, but you guys, and I know we've talked about it many times, and the fans can certainly appreciate it. How many times, Kevin, can you think about the standing ovation and then how quickly you guys have always responded positively with, a goal pretty quick afterwards?
Let's not jinx it now.
I'm not trying to jinx it.
Yeah, no, it definitely fires. I don't think not too many bad things have happened after the standing.
Very few times.
Yeah, so it's always nice. It's one of those things where leaves you a little speechless. Even hearing it for how many years I've heard it for, but it's one of those things that catches you by surprise, even though you're used to it.
Talk about that sweet goal you had Monday night. That was nice.
Thanks, Serge. See, everyone was asking me about Serge last time.
We had the question about Sergei Kostitsa.
Yeah, I remember. He responded well. He's been playing very well since he got back in the lineup, and energy and the things Serge does. And I mean, an open net, that was probably the easiest goal I've scored in my
You didn't have to get it over Mike Fisher.
No, I just slid it in under. I waited. I just went.
So
it was easy.
It
was a freebie.
whatever.
It was a freebie. It was nice.
You know, it's interesting, though. We had the question last week on our show about him. He knew the questions were coming after that game. It was a great storyline for any newspaper. People wanted to know, hey, against the team that the incident happened, you come back strong. He did a great job, I thought, because not only was he there to answer the questions, but he had a little levity to it. He kind of acted for a second. What are you guys talking about? It really got the media to kind of break up. He handled it really well. I thought that was the best way to do it. You move forward from it, and you don't act like it doesn't exist. It's the elephant in the room.
Yeah, it's one of those things where everyone makes mistakes. He knew it. He knew it right away after the game. He didn't need people to tell him. So he's responded well, and he's come back with energy, and he's playing well. That line is very dominant. They're playing extremely well.
Well, now, Kevin, you look out look in the audience here. See this guy right here in the front. Let's stand up. Let's show everybody your T-shirt.
That's nice.
Okay.
Is that about me?
Rich, please.
You didn't know
Are
about
you
this?
familiar with this?
No.
Now, if you look at what it says, Rich, please, 100% no lie. This is the power of Twitter, right?
I don't have Twitter.
The line, and Jeremy, I don't know if back in the studio we can get
Rich,
that clip
please.
where he says, because if you recall, a lot of you may have been listening, or you might have heard when we put this interview up there, but when Rich scored the penalty shot goal against Dallas, Stu Grimson asked him, had he ever had, and this was like, one tough guy to another, kind of saying, Stu was kind of laughing, have you ever had a penalty shot before? And Rich just came right back and said, hey, if you do your homework, if you do your research on the internet, you'd notice that I was 4 for 4 in junior in shootout situations, and he said 100% no lie. So now we have a T-shirt. So
I'm going to get.
He's catching on.
100% no lie.
I'm going to get one of those.
That's like lyrics from like a Lil Wayne song, I think, isn't it?
You should have seen Twitter when we put up that you were going to be the guest.
Really?
Of Kevin. Everybody was hashtag Rich, please. So
Yeah,
we have the clip,
that's
Jeremy? Okay, let's play it.
Rich, have you ever, at any level, had a penalty shot in your career?
If you do your research on the internet, you'll be able to pull up my stats from my last year junior in Barrie, where I went 4 for 4 in shootouts.
Nice.
100% no lie.
That's one of my blackout moments. Yeah.
Because that was during the game. That was between periods. That wasn't like after when everybody's cooled down and doing that was in the heat of battle. To recall the stats like that was impressive.
Well, yeah.
It
was only 4 shots, so it wasn't hard to count. But yeah, no, that's. I hate the way I sound. I sound like a little brat, but I wasn't trying to be a smartass. It's too. Yeah, 100% no lie. Right. I should trademark that, like GTL or something.
Well, let's find out where this guy got the shirt. Maybe you need to get on this. You didn't even know this was happening, Rich. You need to get into the action here.
Everyone asks what.
Oh, he's going to give
one?
you the
All
shirt
right.
off his back.
No, everyone
what a guy.
asks me like why I don't have Twitter and whatnot, and
It's because you have a BlackBerry.
yeah,
Can't quite get there and blow up.
No, but I think it would just be an injustice to be politically correct all the time, and I'd just be lying to everyone because I would, this stuff, I am pretty opinionated, and if, I really express myself truthfully, I'd probably get in trouble, and I don't want to come off as...
That's smart. I do think some people, a former teammate of yours, Kevin, Dan Ellis, was... when Twitter was just starting, he jumped right in there, and then he was no longer a member of the Predators at the time, but he decided to back out and just say, okay, I just very much like you just said, Rich, it was not worth it because he wanted to be open, but people, there was backlash for some things, and that's what all of us want. We want people that are open and outspoken, but there is backlash sometimes if you rub somebody the wrong way.
Yeah, no, definitely, and it's just one of those things where, for one, I'm not a big internet TV guy anyway, but, I have friends that are on there, and, I've seen some of the negative feedback they've gotten. Sean Avery's a buddy of mine, and, he's probably the number one guy who takes, stuff from people, and, just the things about him, the gay things and, the way he plays, and I just don't want to deal with that because I would lash back and I'd probably get in trouble, and I'd probably be playing for free, so I don't need that.
Let's go out here, Willie.
Yeah, we
got to
find out where you get the shirt.
All right, what's your name?
My name is Demetrius.
All right, Demetrius, where did you get this shirt?
Riverfront Station. You can follow them on Twitter, We Bleed Gold.
So they are currently printing those shirts, Rich Please.
And a lot more, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Please.
All right.
Along with the Me So Horny ones?
Okay, yeah, man.
I like
His horny-
Rich is
Horny's
like,
got
Rich,
a
you
one,
and me
too.
after the show. Let's talk about this. So this is great. This is catching on. So now, Rich, you've got to take this to it. What's next? I mean, you're leaving people. We got T-shirts now. This is great.
Do we have anything for Klein? Demetrius? I'm sure we'll have one
I
by
have
the
to
next
say
show.
something funny.
We should do for Klein, put Calvin who?
There you go. That's pretty good.
That's not
Right?
bad.
Yeah.
Well, now, what did you
No.
do? You kind of you like to zing Tom Callahan when he asks you questions, right? You always end it with "Thanks, Big Tom."
Thanks, Big Tom.
All right, now what did you do to the Edmonton guy? the
Oh,
other night?
his name was Gene, and the only thing I could come up with was Mean Gene. So I'm like, thanks, Mean Gene. And he started laughing.
Yeah,
and
he
it-
did a double take.
Yeah, I did a double take. So I kind of try and get.
WWF guy?
I don't know. Is it?
No, not Mean
Oh,
Gene,
Mean
not
Gene.
that guy, not that Mean Gene.
I don't know. It just rhymes. So I try and every time I have an interview, I try and come up with something for the guy's name. But
So we
Mean
could get a
Gene.
T-shirt out of that, right?
Yeah. Mean Gene.
Mean Gene.
Mean Gene or
No one will know.
Calvin who? That
Calvin
might
who?
catch
That's
on.
decent.
I like that.
That's decent.
Because like Calvin Klein, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I get that all the time.
All right, when we come back, we'll have questions for the audience for these guys. So you'll step up tonight. We have prizes, incentive to ask good questions. You can earn the prize by coming up right here to this microphone. Don't be shy. We'll have questions for the audience for these guys. Those of you in line for autographs, we'll move you through here, get through as fast as possible so we can get through as many people as we can during this break. When we come back, your questions here on 102.5 The Game. This is our Predators Players Show at Dave & Buster's, presented by Fifth Third Bank.